What's going on, everyone? This is Kevin here, coming at you with my hands-on and first impressions video of the Umidigi S5 Pro. This is Umidigi's latest flagship device, and I'm really excited to show you everything about it in this video. So let's get started. Now, I'd like to thank Umidigi for being kind enough to send this out to me to cover here on the channel. Now, all opinions expressed in this video are completely my own, and that is the way that they want it to be. So here is the box that it does come in. Looks pretty similar to all other Umidigi phones that I've had in the past. But we'll open this up and see what's inside. And by the way, I already did set up the phone for the sake of saving time for this video. But we'll lift the lid. And the first item, of course, in the box is the phone itself. We'll put this off to the side for a second. Now, also included is a thank you card, so very nice. We also have a packet, and in this packet, we have a SIM card removal tool. We also have a quick start guide for the Umidigi S5 Pro, so really nice that we get those things included here in the box. We also get a wall adapter. Now, this wall adapter is a European wall adapter. Now, this phone was sent to me directly from Umidigi, but when you place your order from the American store, you will get a regular US wall adapter, so don't worry about that. Now, in addition to that, we do have a USB-C to 3.5 millimeter adapter, so that's nice for those of you that like to use your 3.5 millimeter headphones. And we also have a USB-C cable for charging and data transfer. So very cool, we get all the essentials here included in the box from Umidigi. Definitely a very awesome thing. Now, we also have, of course, the phone itself. And the phone does come with a thin plastic case. So this is definitely nice to have. You might want to consider getting something maybe a little bit more durable in the future. But still cool that they do include this here in the box. But here is the actual Umidigi S5 Pro itself. Now, this phone is very interesting. In fact, one of the more unique phones that I've had a chance to cover recently. But this device is being offered at around $300. And the reason why I say it like that is because I don't know exactly what the price will be when it does make its way over to Amazon. But definitely take a look at the link in the video description, though, to see the most up-to-date pricing. I'm sure also, as time goes on, the price will go down, which is a great thing for consumers. Now, this phone is GSM unlocked. It's also dual SIM. I plan on using the phone with Cricket Wireless personally. Now, the phone features a large 6.39-inch display. The display itself is AMOLED, so that's another cool thing. So nice to see that Umidigi is getting further into AMOLED. Now, previously, the Umidigi X also featured an AMOLED display, but that was only 720p. But with this phone, not only is it AMOLED, but it's also 1080p. So things are really bright here. We're getting really good viewing angles as well. And this display feels super premium. Now, we're getting a PPI here of 403. We're getting a 19.5:9 aspect ratio. So kind of a more narrow but tall form factor. And we're getting a 93.1% screen to body ratio. So that's very impressive. Now, the device features a pop-up front-facing camera. And let me give you a demonstration of that right now. But there it is right there. And the front-facing camera itself is 16 megapixels. Now, Umidigi has tested out this pop-up camera, and they've concluded that the pop-up camera can do at least 300,000 pop-ups. Now, I saw someone on Twitter mention, oh, that's all? Like, I don't want to have a phone where the pop-up camera doesn't work after 300,000 pop-ups. Well, what I recommend doing is take out a calculator and predict the amount of time that you think you'd own this phone for. I mean, realistically, you might have the phone for a year, maybe a year and a half. So take 300,000 and divide it out by that many days. And you'll see that you'd have to be doing like 300 to 400 selfies a day for this pop-up camera to stop working. So my point is that 300,000 pop-ups is a lot. And I would be shocked if anyone watching this video was able to achieve that with normal day-to-day usage. So I personally like it. Another benefit of this pop-up camera is that it's really the most secure solution out there. Now, I trust Umidigi, but once the camera is tucked in, you know absolutely that it can't see anything. So that's another benefit of having a pop-up front-facing camera. But very cool there. I like that we're getting a really clean front panel here with nothing in the way, no notches, no hole punches, Just a very clean, immersive experience here. Now, the Umidigi S5 Pro features 256 gigabytes of internal storage. And if that's not enough for you, you also get micro SD card expansion. But that's really amazing and really awesome that they give us that much internal storage. Now, there's no wireless charging with the phone, and the device does feature an in-display fingerprint sensor. So we'll try that out right now. And you can see there it is. It works pretty well. Maybe not the fastest fingerprint sensor that I've ever used, but certainly it does get the job done. Let's try it out one more time here. And there we go. So very nice. Now the phone, of course, does not have face unlock. I suppose they could have technically implemented it, but the pop-up camera and face unlock don't really mix very well, if you get what I mean. Now on the back side of the phone, we have a quad camera setup. So we're getting a 48 megapixel main camera, a 13 megapixel ultra wide angle camera at 120 degrees. We're getting a 5 megapixel depth sensing camera and a 5 megapixel macro camera. Now we're also getting portrait mode, of course, with the rear camera and the front camera too. But here's how things look from the cameras on the rear. So here's a view from the standard camera. We'll now switch over to the ultra wide, and you can see that the ultra wide camera fits a lot of content into the frame here, which is fantastic. But there's all kinds of different options on the camera app, such as HDR, video mode, of course. There's UHD, which I'm not really sure what that exactly is for because the phone doesn't support 4K video recording. But we also have the macro camera, so you can take really cool close-up photos. So that's pretty awesome as well. So I'm definitely looking forward to really spending some quality time getting to learn all the various camera features with this device. But so far, I'm really happy with it. Now, we're getting 6 gigabytes of RAM with the Umidigi S5 Pro, and we're getting the MediaTek Helio G90T processor. Now, I've personally never used a G90T. In fact, prior to me getting this phone, the best MediaTek processor that I've ever used is the Helio P70. But this processor is dramatically better than the P70, that's for sure. And I did run a benchmark test with the phone, and I'll show you the score from that right now. But I got an overall score of 285,836. So this is probably one of the best scores that I've gotten from a device in this price range. So expect really good performance with the Umidigi S5 Pro. Now the device features a beefy battery with a capacity of 4,680. We're also getting 18-watt fast charging, which is very cool as well. Now we are getting Android 10 here with the phone, and it's a very clean, stock-inspired layout here and look. So that's really nice as well. But I've been very happy so far with the software optimization with the phone. Now the device also comes with NFC, which is really cool as well. Definitely a big fan of NFC. Now taking a closer look at the hardware of the phone. Now the phone features a plastic build beyond the display. So really with this phone, Umidigi packed in a lot of really awesome features, but then to save a little bit of money, I suppose, they gave it a plastic build. But I don't mind that at all. It still feels super solid, really good in the hand, and really I don't mind it at all. Now on the left side of the phone, we have the slot for the micro SD card and dual SIMs. Then on the right, we have the power button and volume button. Then on the top, we have the pop-up front-facing camera. Then on the bottom of the phone, we have the microphone, USB-C port for charging and data transfer. And we have the speaker. So you probably noticed already that there is no 3.5mm headphone jack with the phone. That's why you have to use the adapter that comes included in the box. So that's a little too bad, but I mean, at least the adapter's there, and I'm sure for most people it's not a problem. And then taking a look at the backside of the device, definitely a very minimalist layout here. We just have the quad camera setup with the flash and microphone, and then we have the Umidigi logo. Now the phone definitely is a fingerprint magnet. This color here is cosmic black, and the phone is also available in ocean blue. So 2 very awesome colors with the phone. But I hope you've enjoyed this hands-on and first impressions video with the Umidigi S5 Pro. Definitely looking forward to getting some quality usage out of this device before creating my full review video. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. Definitely let me know your thoughts about the phone, and take a look at the link in the video description to see the most up-to-date pricing. But my name is Kevin, this is the Umidigi S5 Pro, and I will see you in the next video.